America has not progressed because it keeps on fixing fucking problems that don't exist. Like, for one example, racism. People are talking about they got a problem with racism and stuff like that. When in reality, real racism that's happening isn't even a big enough problem for America to be so, what's the word? So focused on trying to find solutions for racism when all the solutions for racism and going against racism has already mostly been implemented. The only problem with racism nowadays is the illusion that it's still super present on the extent and the level that it was decades ago. You got idiot motherfuckers. You got the black people, and they want to say, "Oh, systematic racism, systematic racism." No. It's not systematic racism. There are black people in power. There's white people in power. Um, you can see that in Chicago. Don't they have a black mayor? Don't Houston have a black mayor? Okay, so is Houston systematically racist against other people that aren't black? Is Chicago systematically racist against other people that aren't black? See, people don't use their fucking brain. They're still stuck in the illusion and want to perpetrate the illusion of racism. You know, and then the other races are going to get mad at that because you keep on perpetrating this bullshit, and then you're projecting racism yourself. So it's like that's how racism is never going to end because people are keeping on holding on to the idea and the energy of racism that they don't want to let it go. Nobody really wants to let racism go if you look at the actions within the world, and the majority for the majority rules. But the majority is majority idiots. They have no mind, they have no thought. The only thought they happen to run is chasing the bag and chasing money. They'll do anything for a dollar bill. They'll do anything for Mr. George Washington on there. They'll do anything for a motherfucking Benjamin Franklin as long as well, it used to be as long as something that they will accept, but nowadays, hey, I got this. I got a couple hundred here. What would you do for me? What would you do for me? And then you respect that in your society, and you wonder why your society is falling because all you people are respecting. Oh, I respect the hustle. Like, bro, see how much people are so fucking weird in their followers. So you respect the hustle. You respect the hustle, but then you want to get angry and mad when somebody deals bad drugs and the person that bought the drugs overdose. But you respect the hustle. You respect the hustle, but somebody gets shot and killed in a robbery, or some old lady or a baby gets shot in the crosshairs, but you respect the hustle. And you wonder why won't this behavior die out? It's an oxy fucking moron. And then you respect the hustle. And then here's another fake thing people will say. Oh, I don't wish death or jail on anybody. You, you dig? And they'll say, then in the same breath, when somebody does something that goes against what they do or what they believe in or the moral code, they'll be like, oh, that person should be put in the jailhouse or should die or this and that. And it's like, okay, well, I would respect that if you were honest on the other side of the coin. You weren't honest on the other side of the coin. How you gonna say, "Oh, I don't wish jail or death on nobody like that"? Or like these motherfuckers be acting scared too. They be like, "Oh my goodness, yeah, karma gonna get me for that." But you don't think karma is going to get you for wishing a murderer to death or whatever the fuck, or a rapist or whatever the fuck. Not saying that I condone that, but if you want to say let's not judge. Then how about you be honest and be standing 10 toes down on your own belief and your own words, and actually walk what you taught, instead of trying to follow the mold and follow the herd mentality, and trying to get acceptance from society and acceptance from the world, because you have no acceptance in yourself, because you don't know yourself. And if you do know yourself, you hate yourself. You don't love yourself because you try to distract yourself from yourself each day you live. You try to distract yourself with drugs. You try to distract yourself with things going to bring you any fulfillment when you need to be chasing the God within yourself. Think. You don't think. These people don't think. They have no mind. And then they wake up with a whole lot of money someday and say, I went wrong. And then these idiots will say, oh, well, experience count. You, the best way you can learn is from experience. But then in the same breath, also they say, oh, a fool learns from his own experience, and a wise man learns from the experience of others. It's like, are we just saying shit in society nowadays to just, be cool? Because that's some bullshit. That's some crazy shit right there. But people will continue to